What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. As always, please hit that subscribe button. It's right down there and it's free. That enables us to keep coming to y'all as often as possible with as many interviews as possible. So please hit that subscribe button, like our content, share, talk about it, be about it, each one, teach one. We appreciate your support in getting us this far. And of course, join our membership if you haven't already, right next to that subscribe button. Now, today, we have the honor and the privilege of being joined by Nocturnal. Thank you for coming through, sir.
No problem. How you doing, man?
Man, everything is good. Good to see you again. I know you got a lot of good stuff going on, including the Night Vision. So break down, is this a new album, a new single, new EP? What do we have? What is it?
Yes, sir. It's a new EP coming out. I got it's called Night Vision. You know, Nocturnal. I've been out for a minute, but your boy's back. You know, I got a song with Tupac, unreleased song with Tupac and Crooked Eye on it. I got a song with Miss Toy on it. I got another song with Joe Moses on it, and then the homie that's from Long Beach, new up and coming guy named Meezy, he's on it. So I mean, it's actually gonna be a good album.
I also think you got my boy Slink Johnson on there, right?
Oh yeah, Slink is on there. He's talking crap. He's funny.
Yes, Slink is definitely a comedian and a great one at that. So shout out to Slink as always. Here's our gray area if y'all haven't seen those. But so Knock, how and why did you come up with the Night Vision title for the EP?
Well, you know, I'm Nocturnal, so you know, I spell Nocturnal with a K, so of course I spell night with a K. So it's like a night vision, like I'm a night, but it's the vision. You know what I mean?
All right, cool deal. And then what's up with this? How'd you get an unreleased song with Tupac?
I've been having for a while. I just never released it. You know what I mean? I just, you know, it had to be the right time and the right place. And then Mo P, that used to produce for Master P, he made the beat for it, so he upgraded the beat, made it good. And then Crooked Eyes on it too. You know, Crooked Eyes always good at back cleanup. You know what I mean? So I Not Pockets first, I'm second, and Crooked Eyes third. You know, Crooked Eyes funny. That's
Right.
the only person I ever, and him and Tech Nine is the only people I ever had to worry about when we was in battle raps. I'd be like, oh crap, he go Crooked Eye and Tech Nine. Now I got to step my game up.
And what is it about Tech Nine and Crooked Eye in particular that you think so formidable?
Because they come with everything they can. They talk about you from head to toe. They don't care. And then the stuff that you rapping, they'll say the same stuff back to you, but they'll flip it back on you and rap about what you was rapping about, but just make it sound better. They just got a good rap style when it comes to battle rapping.
Yes, both are phenomenal artists, and gotten to know both of them over the years, as I have with you, Knox. So it's great to see you working with King Crooked on Night Vision, and of course, shout out to Tech Nine as always. So compared to some of your other projects, what are you doing new or different or interesting with Night Vision?
I just came up with a whole more upgraded and unique style and a new sound. You know what I mean? You can't just keep doing the same old thing over and over again. So I mean, it's definitely some unique things in there. Like, you know, I didn't go and try to get somebody the same old thing. I elevated. You know, that's what you always got to do as an artist. When you come out with some new stuff, you always got to elevate your style, or people gonna think you fell off. Even if it's the same style, they gonna think you fell off because they were like, "Oh, that's the same stuff I've been here. He ain't got nothing new." I mean, you know, that's what happens to a lot of artists in the game. They come with the same old stuff over and over again, you know, and people get tired of hearing that. Like, the funny part is when somebody said on Power 106, talking about the artist named The Baby was gonna get sued for having the same style over and over again. They said they gonna sue it because he didn't come with a new style. So that's why he had to start changing up his style, because he coming with the same flow pattern over and over again. So you gotta give people different stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that's been something that you've done throughout your career, even back to like straight West Coast. I remember like in that first verse, you're like singing, rapping, changing your voice, changing your style, changing your pattern, all in like one verse.
Right.
So
Right.
as an artist, when you were
Right.
initially coming out, what made you comfortable or wanting to do that?
Well, you know, when I met Dr. Dre, when I was going, he said Dr. Dre wanted to sign new artists. When I met him in 1998, he was trying to sign new artists, and he kept changing. When I got in the vocal booth, I was there and I was trying to, I was nervous. I was trying to figure out, I was there with my wife at the time. And I was like asking, I was like, what should I rap? She's like, babe, just be yourself. So I was like, all right. So Dre brought me down to see what I had and put me in the studio. And when I started rapping, he would just change the beat right in the middle of me rapping. And so he changed the beat, I changed my style. He changed the beat, I changed my style again. He changed the beat, I changed my style again. He changed like 8 times. And he paused and he said, knock, knock. I was like, what's up? He was like, how many people in there? I was like, I don't know. He said, well, let's find out. He changed the beat again and kept going.
Okay. And how did you have you always been able to adjust that quickly when things change like that? Or is that something that just happened that day?
I got, I can pretty much rap over any type of beat. It's just, I can rap over a country beat if I feel like it. It just depends on if I like the beat.
Yeah. No, I've seen and heard you do it many, many times. So how and why did you develop singing and rapping early on in your career?
There was too many people paying people to do their hooks and having other people on their hooks. So I was like, I could do my own hook, like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people there, excuse me, I was like one of the first people to do that. But a lot of people now are doing that, like making sure they sing their own hooks. But a lot of people didn't perfect it because there's a lot of monotone people trying to sing their own hooks, and it's like it's not the same as when I do it.
Night Vision EP's coming out, and it's got 6 songs with some intros and stuff. So how did you decide to make it an EP instead of doing an actual album?
Just to get something out there real quick, just to make sure people know that I'm still current. I'll probably end up doing an LP after that. But if you know, when I first came out, I did an EP first, then I dropped my LP second. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just the way you do it. Just see what people feel, what they like, so you know what to give them.
Okay. And like we were talking about with Straight West Coast, I think that was one of the first songs that people kind of knew about you from way back in the day, and with your different styles and different things. Do you remember how and why you guys had that Surgeon General of the West Coast, the woman on there saying that stuff?
That was something Dr. Dre did. He's just funny. He do what he want to do on albums. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If he feels something he feel like it needs to be on there, then he's gonna put it on there.
Okay.
It's just like he told me to say, he was like, when we did the Bad Intentions song, he's like, nah, we need an intro for the Bad Intentions song. I said, all right. He's like, go in there and do something. I just said, super ugly. That's all I said. He said, yeah, we're gonna keep that. Dr. Dre's a big kid, he's a kid at heart. He be having me laughing. I remember, like, he perfects the sound. He had me in there saying one bar over and over again for like an hour and a half. I was so frustrated. I was like, man, we gotta keep saying it. You're not saying it like I want you to say it. I'm like, oh man, it was just one bar. And I finally got it right. And I went and sat down. I was like, all right. Out of the whole song, he had me doing one bar over and over. Out of the whole verse, he had me doing one bar over and over again for like an hour and a half.
So how as an artist do you balance Dre likes me and I'm working with Dre versus Dre doesn't like what I'm doing, I got to do it for an hour and a half? How do you navigate that in your own mind?
Well, it doesn't like it wasn't like he didn't like me. He just wanted he wanted he wanted that bar to sound exactly how he wanted it to sound. So he could make it insert it into the song the way he wanted it. It's like he'll sit there, he'll buy a new piece of equipment, and he'll sit there with it and play with it for like half a day before he finds the right sound, before he puts it in the beat. That's just the way he is. He's a perfectionist. You know what I mean? He don't accept a short change. That's why all the music sounds the way it does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been fortunate to be in the studio with him a few times over the years, and I've seen him.
Yeah.
It's a different experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is a different experience. Because you would think that it would just be, since he's been doing it so long, it would just be like this. He'll make 8 or 9 beats and he'll just keep deleting them. And you're like, I like that last one. He'll be like, that's not the one. And he'll just delete it. And you're like, you could have gave that to me.
Yes. Yeah. And then another song early too was the LA Night and Day, also Night and Day. And
Yeah.
do you remember creatively? Because when I first was hearing that, I was always like, man, he's rapping about Wu-Tang and Redman and Method Man and Jay-Z. What made you want to approach a song like that, talking about it?
Well, that's because at the time, that's because at the time, you know, we was still in the middle of the East Coast West Coast beef and all that stuff. So it was just like, you know, they always acting like they want to beef with us and they didn't like us. So I just made a song about the fact that y'all always acting like y'all don't like us in LA and on the West Coast, but y'all always out here. Like, so how does that work? You acting like y'all don't like us, y'all, and y'all ain't feeling us, but y'all always out here, and then we always out there on your radio. You know what I mean? Yeah, we always going out to do shows with y'all. We always out there on your radio stations. Y'all always out here, so that's why I said some of y'all hate, but I know y'all got to love LA. They always out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus, as I look back at that whole
Oh, and I just did a video for that too. It's on YouTube. That's a throw. I did a throwback video for that. It's on YouTube right now. LA Night and Day.
I look forward to checking it out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There's the link right there for people to check it out.
Right.
I'm excited for everybody to see it then. But I also thought it was crazy, you know, because you're also talking about gangbanging on there and all kinds of other stuff. But
right.
As we look back, I really think there was the underlying tension between the East and West, but also, like you said, there was so much love. So at the same time, so many people were working with people from different coasts, different regions. So why do
you see it? Like you see, I had a song with Missy Elliott.
Well, I was about to say that.
That's my first single on the track, on the EP.
Yeah,
with Missy Elliott. Yeah, and I was signed to Elektra Records. That's in it. It's in New York. You know what I mean? My distribution was my label was LA Confidential, but I was signed to Elektra, Warner Brothers Elektra in Atlantic. That's WEA, and at the time, Time Warner, he owned all Thrill until he sold Elektra to Lee Orr.
So why do you think, even though there was a lot of unity, a lot of collaborations, a lot of different things happening, why do you think that type of stuff, like you and Missy, people didn't look at that and be like, oh, there is a lot of good stuff going on?
Well, that was just because, well, first of all, when Jay Brown found out I was signed to Dr. Dre and I was doing my own thing with LA Confidential, Jay Brown was like, hey, man, well, I'm about to take you to Sylvia Rome. So he flew me, because Elektra had an office out here in Hollywood. He flew me to Sylvia Rome to see Sylvia Rome. And so when I went to see Sylvia Rome, I was sitting there talking to Sylvia Rome and Time Warner. And we was just sitting in the middle of a distribution meeting trying to see if they're going to give me distribution. And Missy Elliott walked in and looked at Sylvia Rome and said, I know you're going to sign him, right? And she was like, yeah, Missy, we're going to sign him. She was like, okay, make sure you sign him. And she just walked out. I was like, whoa, did Missy Elliott come here and just bang on her boss about signing me? That was a good one. And then that's why she did it. And, you know, believe it or not, that was the first time anybody ever heard Missy Elliott cuss on the track. She never cussed on the track before then. So, you know, she said, take it easy, because it's the motherfucking knock. She's like, you know what I mean? She was cussing all crazy. I was busting up laughing. I was like, Missy Elliott really cussing on my track? Because she don't make a living off cussing. She's just cool.
Now, did you get to actually be in the studio and work with her in person?
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Okay. So
we shot the video.
And I want you to listen real close to me. I'm going to ask you some real simple questions, and I want some real simple answers. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
You said that you couldn't have possibly been at the crime scene at 11:15 because you were in the bookstore buying my audio book and my hardcover book at 11:15 when the crime scene occurred in Soren's book.
The history of gangster rap.
So you couldn't have been at the crime scene because you were buying the books.
Right, right. At 11:15, I was at the bookstore at 11:15, and when I bought the books and accidentally left them at the store.
So at 11:15, you couldn't have been at the crime scene because you were buying books, right?
At 11:15, when I was leaving, it was some people coming in, and I forgot to grab
But you don't remember who
What
those
they look
people,
like.
what they look like or nothing, right?
No.
So, at 12:15, you in the bookstore buying my audio book and hardcover book and Soren's book at 12:15. So you couldn't have been at the scene because you were buying the books, right?
Yeah. At 12, exactly. At 12:15, exactly. I was at the bookstore.
Now you see. You know you done fucked up.
Which you
No,
mean?
first you said you were at the bookstore at 11:15, and then you said it was 12:15. You know you done fucked up, man.
He fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up.
Man, you confusing me, man.
So, you get my book, my audio book, 40 years, and Soren's book, History of Gangster Rap, and if you don't, you know you done fucked up, right?
Man, the more those cops ask me questions, the more I wish I bought the motherfucking books.